Good morning, everyone. Lisa Gustafson coming to you with Cool FM Live. And a while back, not too long ago, we introduced you to a new business, Seniors Helping Seniors, here in Cochise County. And today, we want to share with you testimonials and stories from these two caregivers who have joined Seniors Helping Seniors, and they're going to talk to us a little bit about their experience and what you can expect and how everything is going. So first I want to introduce you to Kate, Miss Kate over here at the far end, and then in the center we have Kelly. Now, ladies, you both got involved with Seniors Helping Seniors in very different ways. Miss Kelly, I would love for you to tell me how you heard about getting involved.
I heard it from you guys.
Hey! We love that.
Yes, in the middle of the night, I thought, oh, I'm on my phone and I'm going away, and I'm like, oh, Seniors Helping Seniors. Now that sounds very interesting.
And you loved it because what's the number one thing that attracted you?
Caregiving is my passion. Yeah. So I started to fill out the information, and then my phone kind of went boop, and I thought, oh, well. And then the next day, I get a phone call. So they did get my information.
They got your information.
Yes.
Perfect. That's what we want to hear. And Miss Kate, you have a different experience because you actually teach CPR.
I do.
Tell me how you got involved with Cameron.
Well, I've been teaching American Heart Association basic life support for healthcare providers for about 10 years here in the Sierra Vista area. And there's not too many facilities or businesses in caregiving that I don't know. And one day I got a call from Cameron, the owner of Seniors Helping Seniors. And he said, I have some new caregivers. I need to get certified. And you were referred. Or I was referred to you. And I said, great. How about 2 days from now? So he came over, started telling me about Seniors Helping Seniors, and I'll tell you, like Kelly, I got it in my heart. And I decided I wanted to join this company because of the way we approach how we provide that care to our receivers.
Yeah. So I love this because so many people, for anybody that's watching that wants to get involved, whether as a client or as a caregiver, I want to tell you that they offer everything from running errands to medication, to walking the dog, mobility issues. Talk to me about the flexibility and what you have the option to do. I'm going to throw that one at you, Miss Kelly.
Okay, well, we have the option to do any of those things.
Okay.
Whatever we feel comfortable with, and the schedules are flexible as well, which I really appreciate that because I am also a caregiver at home.
Okay, so you can make some extra money by being a companion for someone and helping them out.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
How about for you, Kate?
Well, Lisa, there's as you know, of course, a lot of folks in this town who don't need a lot of care, and their families are busy. So they'd like someone maybe just to stop in for a couple of hours, some company. I'm certified as a direct care worker, which is an in-home health provider. And so I can do pretty much everything on the list that we offer. But I don't necessarily have to do that with our different clients because of their levels of needs. And just to echo what my bud Kelly said here, flexible schedule.
Yes.
We each as care providers decide what is it we want to offer. Cameron takes the time to hook us up with just the right client and receiver of care, as we call them.
The receivers, something like that.
Makes it so easy. So you work as much or as little as you want.
And you then, I believe the process is once you've been in the home of the receiver, is it 2-week period before you sit down and discuss everything and how it's going, or where do you find that line of, is it a week and then you talk about how things are going and if it's a good match, or have you done that, walked through that process yet? And maybe Cameron, I'll ask Cameron about that. Is it 2 weeks, Cameron? Yeah. Okay, so at the end of the 2 weeks, then they would say, here's where we're at, this is what we like, this is what's going well. You sit down, and you all have met some of the family members
yes,
as well.
And that's a blessing too, is to become a part of that family.
Absolutely.
For the person who receives the care.
So tell me about one of your favorite stories. Do you have one that you want to share?
I do, actually. Right now, the receiver of care that I'm working with, we just wrapped up our first 2 weeks, so we've been tweaking the schedule, and I find that my receiver has a very dry sense of humor. So I've been bringing over some of my favorite books by The Far Side. I don't know, those of you out there know what.
Absolutely.
And my receiver just loves them.
So made the day.
Made the day.
Made the difference.
Lifts the feelings in the room too. Makes everything happier.
Absolutely.
Some folks are facing a lot of challenges. So.
Sure, and he probably appreciates that, he or she. How about for you, Miss Kelly?
Well, Cameron takes a great deal of care in matching the receivers and the givers of care. And unbeknownst to Cameron, my particular client, she loves to bead. And she loves to do beading just like I do.
Oh, perfect.
So she says, boy, he couldn't have picked a better caregiver. So we really have a lot in common, actually.
So it is
wonderful.
It's safe to say you truly have made friends and found companionship with going out and earning some extra money and being that caregiver for these individuals.
Short period of time, yes.
Very short period of time. We built these relationships, and it's like a social event, actually, more than work.
I'm glad that you said that, because I put on here social interactions and mutual interest, and I said nothing, and you two both. You covered that before anything else, and I think it's so important that people understand the flexibility, that you pick what you are able to do. If somebody out there is watching, or you were talking to somebody, tell me what you would say to them to encourage them to get involved with Seniors Helping Seniors. I'll throw that one at you first, Kate.
Okay, Lisa. To put it shortly, it fills my heart. And I can do something to make a family, not just the receiver or care, but the whole family, feel confident that their loved one is getting the right things at the right time.
How about for you, Miss Kelly?
It is really a wonderful experience. It's actually a very simple process to get started in it, and Cameron just makes it so easy, to match up everything. It was very simple to do, but it's just so rewarding. And I think we're not, as people, meant to do life alone. In community and companionship, and this offers seniors that are active but want to get more involved in the community to get out there and just really develop some good friendships and relationships.
And that's so true, because there are so many people that say, I'm not ready to sit at home and do nothing all day. I want to make a difference. So it's good companionship for you all as well, and we've seen what great friendships that it's already building. I am going to bring Cameron in. I want to introduce you because we keep mentioning him. So Cameron, come in here and join us. You're going to stand behind us here.
All right.
So far you have had great success, and these two, because I know Miss Kate from many years ago, but tell me.
Wait a minute.
Or a few months back. Tell me what you love about Seniors Helping Seniors. If there's anyone that's watching that wants to get involved, what's the number one thing that you want to leave them with?
I think the main thing is, and the reason we started this organization, I spent a good portion of my career paying the bills or doing the needful, as you say, in corporate America. And you get yelled at, but you get the bills paid. It just didn't feel right, didn't feel rewarding. You're making a company rich. Whereas what I'm seeing and hearing testimonies from the caregivers, I feel personally myself, it's doing something that's good, that's meaningful, that makes a difference. And a lot of times people are like, well, I might want to do something, but I don't want to commit to a 20 or 30 or 40 hour week. You get to really tell me exactly how many hours you're looking for. The 2-week trial that we start out with, we don't do long-term contracts for our receivers. We want to make sure that relationship's there, that sometimes people are like, I don't know exactly what I need, but I want someone to come in and help. I need someone to talk to, and I could use the help with light housekeeping. Well, after 2 weeks, once that relationship develops, both the caregiver and the receiver have that relationship. They're more experienced of what they're looking for, and it gets more specific. And even there, we don't do long-term contracts. It's just, every 2 weeks we do a renewal. But I think the biggest thing that I've learned, I look at the list of tasks and services we provide, and almost every person I talk to, they talk about the relationship. They say, my mom, she got out the Sunday blouse and pulled out her best jewelry. She hasn't worn that since my dad passed away, and now she's getting ready for her friend to come over. So
I love that story.
As Kelly
I'm so
said,
glad.
we're not meant to be alone. I think that's the biggest impact that I see.
I'm so glad you shared that story, because we had talked about that, and it's true. If you need help with anything, if you just want someone to stop by, right? Maybe your family, lives out of town. Get in touch with Seniors Helping Seniors. All of the information is in the post description of how you can contact Cameron, how you can learn more about the services they offer. But, as somebody, ask for that help. Just ask. And look what you've already developed. You could have a lifelong friendship, and here you guys are having fun. And I love this. I love that you two came in and shared your stories. We thank you for that. Cameron, you're doing great things here. All of Cochise County, right?
We service all of Cochise County, and the other thing is it doesn't have to be long-term. We talk about inflation. Maybe people need to supplement their retirement. Well, inflation has a lot of individuals who are younger age, they can't take care of their parents. So we offer respite care. If you just need someone to come in every other weekend, sometimes people going out of town for a little bit, they just need us in for a week. We offer respite care. So we service all of Cochise County, and it's a free consultation, no pressures of sales. I don't want to sell something that no one wants. We just want to meet you in person and talk about what we can do and see if it's a good fit.
And so far it has been, right, ladies?
Perfect.
All right. So I encourage everyone, please reach out, get involved, make that difference. Any final words, Miss Kate or Kelly?
Get involved.
That's right. Well, she's going to be our poster child.
Yes, you guys. Well, come back again. We'll have you back. We'll talk to you some more and share some more stories and tell us how it's going even further down the road. Thanks, everyone, for watching, and get in touch with Seniors Helping Seniors. Have a great day.